guy who has had injuries, putting himself in more positions to be injury prone.
That's what people would say, right? Cam Newton's never been injured in his entire career based on running the football. All his injuries have been within the pocket. Little things, people hitting his legs in the pocket, his shoulder getting hit. It wasn't that he sought out or seek out a defender and go attack him and all of a sudden he bruises his shoulder. That's not how he's getting hurt. He's getting hurt inside the pocket. But the first thing people say is, oh, he's a running quarterback, he's going to get hurt. He's been running his entire life.
No, I hear you. It's just when I watch Lamar Jackson run, Lamar Jackson will slide before he gets hit.
Different body type.
I understand, but
mentality.
That has to increase your percentage chance of getting hurt when you decide to put your helmet down and kind of crack through people and truck them over.
A running back, a wide receiver, anybody that touches the football, when you're out in space, it increases that injury by far. But the only difference is you're dealing with a quarterback who's a giant. You're not dealing. This isn't Drew Brees we're talking about.
Oh, I hear you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're talking
body
about
types are different.
They turning him down more so than anything. Isn't it so funny though? Look at that. See, they really don't want to hit him. They trying to get out of the way. He doesn't want to get up off the ground to go hit Cam. I mean, that thing coming at you is ridiculous. Like, yeah, I don't really want to hit him. I'm gonna slow down. That's how that looked. And imagine what it looks like coming at you. You played against dudes like LeBron James. You know what that looked like coming through the cup. That's a large man. You're getting out the way.
It's called Matador defense.
And so
Olay.
for Cam, he's just got to stay healthy. Whatever it is, no little cracks in here, no little bruises there, to get rid of that narrative that he's always hurt, he's injury prone. Just get rid of that. And like Mike T, almost called him Coach T, like Mike Tannenbaum just said, that conversation is going to come up. Extension, oh my God, MVP. It's going to start to come up maybe toward the middle of the year when they're about 7-1, 8-0. People are going to start to say, oh, okay, because it's not going to be the same offense. He's not going to throw for 4,500 yards and 50 touchdowns with this style that they're playing, and they don't want to do it that way. They want to play defense like they did. What happened to the conversation about their defense? Remember, all these guys are defense.
Fair point.
Man, they turned out yesterday. Now, you can say, oh, it's the Miami Dolphins. So what? They showed up and they turned out. In fact, isn't it funny now, and you guys would know this, Cam Newton goes to New England and he gets a roughing the passer call. Isn't that amazing?
After being on the receiving end of so many.
Oh, man, that's amazing. He goes to New England, he gets a roughing the passer call.
And then I'll say vice versa for the Dolphins. I mean, I think we're going to see Tua quicker than what we think. I mean, think about their next couple of games. You got versus the Bills and their defense, the way they played at Jags. They got to win. And, I mean, Seahawks, 49ers. I think we're going to be seeing Tua pretty soon.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't put Tua in right now because
I mean,
it's not
second half of the season.
It's not a very good football team, and I certainly wouldn't want to put him out there in harm's way. I mean, he could sit tight, wait, rest it up. This is a burn season for the Miami Dolphins anyway, so you might as well just burn it up.
I thought they were the new dynasty.
Say, man, I didn't say that.
I didn't say you. I'm just scratching my head.
I didn't say it.
I'm just scratching my head.
Some people say things just for shock. That's all.
To a 5th overall pick. And remember, after the dislocated hip, that grotesque dislocated hip against Alabama, we haven't seen him really take part in any football because, remember, there was no OTAs, no mini camps, no preseason. So when he gets out there for real, it's going to be a long time for him before he's actually seen 11-on-11.
Just play midseason when they play the Jets back-to-back. There you go.
I'm happy for Cam, though. I really am, because there was so much negativity with him in the offseason, going how the Carolina Panthers treated him, late signing. I think he was the last free agent quarterback to be signed.
Just keep winning if you're wearing canary suits.
And
just keep winning.
Is he going to mesh with Bill Belichick? What's going to happen in the Foxborough, the Boston area? Yeah. How people going to treat him? I'm happy for him. I'm glad he was acting the way he was acting.
Key, as you told me multiple times yesterday on the text chain, it's one game. It's one game.
I understand that, but it's encouraging to see him play the way he played yesterday. It's encouraging. That's all.
And for the Pats, it's really encouraging because the deal was 1 year. It was incentive laden. Let's see what he's got. That gives Newton all the motivation to go out there, ball out. And obviously, if he performs to the level that you think he will, certainly the Pats will take care of him.
Yeah.
We'll also mention the seriousness of the game, taking on the team that essentially kind of ruined their season a year ago. Remember the final regular season game last year, Miami, New England, Miami going in, winning, Flores, coaching under Belichick. Remember that loss by New England
Dropped them
into the wild card round for the first time in a decade. That gave the Chiefs the number 2 seed, and that was able to propel them to the Super Bowl. So just to kind of think of how things have come full circle from the last time the Dolphins and Pats played to yesterday's game. So much has changed in the NFL.
Yeah, Brady couldn't beat them.
and that was the other thing, the extrication of Tom Brady as well. You guys are laughing. There actually was a moment of levity after the game yesterday. Sometimes it's a little trepidation when you walk into the Bill Belichick post-game press conference, or I guess the Zoom post-game press conference. You have to see him in person anymore. After the game, he was asked this question with a rather quick response.
Bill, you are obviously someone who has seen a lot of football in your day, been involved in a lot of games. What was the atmosphere like in the stadium without fans there? Can you compare it to anything else that you've experienced in your football life?
Practice.
15-second question, 1-second answer. But Key, you were kind of saying while Jay and I are laughing, he's right on target with that.
No, it is practice. It just, as much as we want it to be like a game with fans, it feels like a scrimmage in practice when you're watching it. I mean, maybe for you or for Jay, it doesn't. But for me, when I'm watching, I'm like, it just feels like a scrimmage. Like when I'm watching, there's certain games when I'm watching New Orleans in Tampa, that just felt like a scrimmage to me.
Well, Keith, it's the same way.
Dallas game last night, just felt like a scrimmage.
Well, with the piped in noise with the Rams, though, that was a little bit ridiculous.
But you pipe in,
I hear you.
But you pipe in noise. We pipe in noise for practices and scrimmages. So for me, it was like I felt like I was in a bubble and it was snow outside and we were going on the road to play somebody in a hostile environment. So therefore, we crank up the noise.
It was different. Yeah. All I would say is, you're seeing this in the NBA too. It's harder because you have to take that next step psychologically to manufacture your own energy.
No question.
To do that and every down, like that's challenging because you can feed off fans very easily.
And and what you do is I'm now focusing on my opponent. Whatever I'm thinking in my mind about you, Zubin, that's what I'm going to do. Whatever it is.
That sweater vest, that sweater you're wearing, focusing in on it.
Whatever I decide to manufacture in my mind. It could be something that's just so far off base to get me to want to just do something bad to
the sweater, the size 13 shoe.
Yeah, the sweater's the cop out.
You have like a size 13 shoe, man. You got massive feet. That was surprising.
This dude alone.
What? He has big feet. I got a size 12.
Well,
he's taller than you.
No, he's not. No, whoa, you are not going to embarrass me on national radio. How tall are you, Zubin?
5'11".
Okay,
and
he's not. I'm 6'2".
5'11"
I'm
and you
6'2".
6 feet. So that's the same.
Hey, man, little guys get it done. You saw Kyler Murray the other day. He's cute, right?
Yeah, that run was cute.
Mighty Mouse.
Big win for them yesterday against San Francisco. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. All of our guests on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line, including Mike Greenberg, who's coming up in 11 minutes.
Jeez.
Actually, it's 11.5, but 13 actually sounds better because of, the deal with the shoe size. Anyway.
There you go. Loosen up, Z.
Okay, Zubin. Fight back, baby.
Go to the edge of the cliff. Just don't jump.
Speaking of going to the edge of the cliff, I was watching the games last night. One thing I was really surprised by.
Disney.